one thing with the Polaris machine in removing the belt, and that's what we're talking about, is how to get that darn belt off quickly and easily without having to use a bunch of hammers and screwdrivers and making a mess of the drives. This is a driven clutch here. And you can see there's a very smooth inside here where the belt rides, of course, being polished all the time. This is the outside of the clutch, and of course this is the inside fastened to the jack shaft. So to get that belt off can be a real nuisance. There is a special tool, a Polaris tool, part number, and here's a picture of it here. You can see it looks like an Allen key, very much like an Allen key. It has one leg of the Allen key is threaded, and all you do, according to the manual, is you put that threaded into that little hole right there, and you turn like an Allen key. You turn it, turn it, and turn it, and turn it. What happens is the end goes in until it reaches the spring-loaded part inside this driven clutch and pushes it. And as it pushes it, it spreads this pulley open, this driven clutch. It spreads it open, right open. So instead of this being 1.5 inches, it becomes 2 inches if you want, as much as you want, depending how much you turn it in, until eventually the belt is just flopping around in there, and you reach in and pull it off. That's the simplest thing in the world, if you have that little tool. That little tool comes in the toolbox, in the tool kit with any machine. Unfortunately, because it looks like a silly little Allen key, sometimes it gets misplaced. It's a better word than lost, right? People think, what's this for? To take it out. And I don't need that. They got a screwdriver and a pair of pliers. What else do you need, right? And then all of a sudden they want to change the belt or adjust the belt, check the belt, and they can't find that tool. Very common. Now you can buy those tools online. You can get a cheap Chinese one made for less than 15 bucks. Even genuine Polaris one would be twice that, but whatever. So they're not terribly expensive. However, if you're stuck, if you want to get the belt off of your snowmobile, and you don't have that tool, interestingly enough, the threaded part of that L-shaped tool, looks like an Allen key, the threaded part is standard SAE 1/4 20. So it's 1/4 coarse thread, just that easy. So really all you have to do is get a hex nut, a hex bolt. This would be a bolt, a hex bolt, 1/4 coarse. And you'll find, once you find that correct hole, there's only one hole really, in the face of the driven clutch, you'll find that bolt, that hex bolt, will thread right in there. Now, after a little while, after it's gone into about 1 inch, it'll stop. It'll stop turning. It's hard to turn. It has reached the end of the spring that's holding this together. Then all you have to do is take a 7/16 socket, which you can put on a standard ratchet wrench, or if you have one of these, just put that on there, just drive it in. Now, I want you to come in closely here, Dan, if you would, and watch as I drive this. You need to watch right in here. Look down inside there. Can you see that crack down on there at the very bottom? Just watch what happens. I will thread this in. You see what's happening there, folks? As I thread this in, that bolt is reaching inside and it is spreading this sheave. This is what I bring a sheave in here, spreading it, and then eventually you'll get to the point where your belt, your big dry belt for your snowmobile, will literally fall off, almost come right, just lift it off. Just that easy. And then just leave it like that. Check the belt, make sure it's clean and not glazed and everything else. And when you're finished, put the belt back on to the two clutches and turn your ratchet wrench the other way and take it off of there. Take it out, and you can either put this in your toolbox, in a box with your snowmobile, ATV, UTV tools, as I have special tools, and there you go. It's just that easy. Now, I will suggest, if this is valuable to you and you decide you want to try this, wow, what a great simple idea to make it easy. When you do this, round the end very slightly, so that when it goes down inside there and touches onto that plate in front of the spring, that it doesn't dig and make a bad mark. Just round the end a little bit so it's a little bit softer. But it's just about that easy, guys. Okay, hope that was useful to you. I'll show you some more about the snowmobile, the service, and the things I do to make them last and run smoothly for a long time. Talk to you soon. I'm going snowmobiling.